Welcome to Landco. Today we're going to talk about management operations, thus the red bow tie. What I want to distinguish is the various categories of management operations and how different they are and the requirements are for them from property type to property type. We'll talk briefly about multifamily, office or commercial, retail, and industrial, and the different disciplines that we look for in each of those areas. Very critical to any real estate enterprise is the management. It is what creates or inflates or deflates the amount of income that can be realized from an investment. And unfortunately, the art of management is often put behind the other disciplines in the marketplace. And in our view, it should be put above. But the management is key to optimizing, retaining, and preserving value. So let's talk about multifamily. Multifamily is simple in a sense. It's one type of lease. The idea is to offer a clean, light place for people to live. Oftentimes we have very large communities of several hundred, if not even 1,000 or more units operating under one, or a series of structures operating under one management structure, and other times very small. But the concept is not unsimilar between them. We're dealing with a similar lease. It tends to be renewed and adjusted depending on what's happening in the marketplace. So a lot of direct attentions to tenants and a lot more so than in other property types. So we move from there really to more of a commercial operation, or what we often refer to as office, and the requirements of management in office are very different. We're catering to the needs of commercial enterprises, and oftentimes from the financial perspective, we're not so much concerned about the leases as we are the details of the leases and the terms. And so management's challenge, much more so than in multifamily, becomes stacking a building, so to speak, with the proper kinds of commercial tenants with the right kinds of expirations on their lease terms, and great importance is placed on their balance sheet capabilities, because doing a commercial lease is very expensive from the standpoint of fees associated with brokerage, and oftentimes landlords' commitments to capital improvements in the form of tenant improvements can be very expensive. So much more closely scrutinized financials occur there. The other, of course, retail, probably one of the most complex, because not only are you dealing with many of the same attributes as you might in the commercial office sector, you've also got to stylize, if you will, or pick a group of tenants that will work together. As examples, we can't have two coffee shops competing, or maybe we can in a large enough retail enterprise, but it wouldn't make sense to have competing haberdashers or other businesses that would essentially take away from certain businesses competing in the same center. And so really there's an art to creating an environment where tenants or customers are drawn and facilitate the revenue of the center. Finally, I'd like to emphasize the importance of management. It cannot be overemphasized, the value that's enhanced, preserved, created by the management team and its alignment with ownership objectives. Thank you for joining Landco.